2-year-olds, how I put the foundation on them, and how that transfers into my 3-year-olds. From my 2-year-old to my 3-year-old program, nothing changes. My cues get less, and I put more responsibility on my 3-year-olds as I go along. I'm going to work these 2-year-olds here and show you the steps that I use to get them started and to keep them light all through the year. I'm going to start out here. What I think I need to do is, first thing is I want to get these colts to stop on a loose bridle rein, where whenever I turn my legs loose and I sit down, they stop just like that right there. I control their body with my hands and my feet. I control their chin and their shoulders with my hands, their rib cage and their hip with my legs. And I want those colts to travel straight, stop straight, and draw straight every time. When we're going with that cow, I want them to go straight from their pole to their tail head. I want them to travel straight. When they stop, I want them to hit both hocks the exact same. And when they draw, I want them to draw straight. And I use all this to get that. And as I get on into the 3-year-old year, my cues get less. I go to one hand, go to a bridle, get where I don't have to put my feet on them quite as much. And hopefully by the time I get to the futurity, I got me a horse that I can go show without having to help him a whole lot. I'm with my horses every step, but hopefully my cues are real small. And that's what I'm going to work on, is keeping these colts straight into the stop and into the draw. Travel straight, stop straight, and draw straight. I like to get that chin right down here by that shoulder blade so I can keep that inside front foot coming back. I want that inside front foot to come back. That's the start of my draw. And if their chin is sticking straight out, their front foot's going to come up. I want them to come right back, just like that. And I back a lot of circles. I use my feet to move my horse's feet. If that horse, if he locks in the dirt, I'll use my feet to make him move him. I don't want to be just pulling as hard as I can, because then he'll just get heavier and heavier and heavier. If I feel his feet slow down, I just kind of trap him with my hands and use my feet to make him draw around that corner, both directions. And I want to get that really good. So when I come over here and my cow stops, I turn my legs loose and I start drawing him. If this shoulder pokes out right here, I'm going to move that over with my hands and fix this with fix the rib cage and the hips with my feet, back him up. And I want that to be straight. Come over here, turn loose, stop, draw, go with my cow. As soon as I get them feet where I want them, the rib cage where I want them, the hip where I want it, I want that nose to start, and as soon as that nose starts, I'm going to make that turn. That's the reward for getting all that ready, is I let them turn through that, come through that turn. So I took all the pressure off. I got my left leg on him right here, backing him. I'm going to move his shoulder over a little bit, and as soon as I get that nose, I'm going to let him turn. That was his reward. Same deal. I'm going to do it again. I got my legs on him, helping him back. Come through that turn. Take my legs off, he stops. Draw, come through that turn, stop. As soon as I take my legs off, I want him to stop. And that's basically how I start putting the foundation on these 2-year-olds. I just do this over and over and over. Keep them collected right here. Using my legs, I can keep their face softer. I'm not just sitting here pulling constantly. And I keep their back rounded up. Teach them how to draw. And I want that chin right there over that shoulder blade, so that inside front foot is always coming back when they start through that turn. If they ever fall up there, I'll reach, get them, use my legs, pull them back in the ground again. Trot up, stop, draw. Draw straight back. I'll do that over and over and over their whole 2-year-old program until I get them really, really soft at doing that. The further along these colts come, the more I'll start giving them a little bit of slack and letting them work on their own. I don't want as they've learned how to cut, I don't want their chin down there on their chest. I don't want them to walk in the herd at the futurity with head off. I want to be able to turn that loose and they carry themselves at a natural way, but through repetition, they've learned to draw, and they learn to keep all their weight on their hind end and cut on a loose bridle rein. I think that chin they use that to balance with and to reach out and help stop that cow. So I want this as a training aid to help me teach them to get round and to draw all that weight on their butt. But when I turn them loose, I don't want them to stay there. I want them to go cut and travel in a natural way. I want to be able to just walk around and soften their face, but as soon as I turn it loose, I just want them to go right back to carrying their self the way they were.